Hey guys, if you have not seen the video I did on the Harley-Davidson 2025 model rumors recently, check the link down below. I'm not going to rehash all of that same stuff, but what we are going to talk about is what I have heard and what I have read since then and how I think it impacts what Harley-Davidson is going to do with the 2025 models. 1. Price increase. I know you're going to say, of course the price goes up. The price goes up every year. That's nothing new. And that's true to some extent. But we're talking about $2,000 in 1 year. Normally Harley-Davidson increases $400, $500 at most in a single year. So why a $2,000 price increase? Well, let's go back and look at the pricing before the 2024 models. In 2023, a Street Glide Special was $28,000. And the Street Glide ST was $30,000. Go to 2024 and the new base Street Glide, because there is no other model, was $26,000 with the chrome trim and the plain paint, not the upgraded charges for black or for extra paint colors. And I didn't count those in the 2023 prices. We used base prices. So I'm not surprised to see it jump back up to $28,000. That's kind of where they were. And yeah, there's a few things different on this base model than like a special. Like you don't get a gloss interfering or paint matched interfering or something like that, but that's like a $600, $700 upgrade. So it's kind of a trade-off, but you get a lot more power, better suspension. This bike handles really well, and I know because I recently bought one and I've put 1,000 miles on it already. I actually think this price decrease for 2024 was a brilliant marketing strategy by Harley-Davidson. Kind of like putting it on a fire sale. They discounted the bike this year to get a lot of them out into buyers' hands. People who maybe were on the fence about the new styling and the new infotainment center might have jumped on it because of the price. And now they have these bikes out on the road where people are seeing them, where owners are talking to their friends about them. And I'm going to tell you, I haven't met anybody in person who has not absolutely thought this was the best stock Harley-Davidson to date after buying one. And that includes myself. Rev Max. Yeah, I hear Harley-Davidson dealers are given the choice this year whether they want to carry the Rev Max models or not. This may not seem like a big deal, but it sounds like Harley-Davidson is preparing for some backlash from customers and maybe dealers about the Rev Max models being made in Thailand next year. Now, I hear the Rev Max models are going to be discounted next year because they are made in Thailand. And you know what? That's fair. I said before that if they were going to make them in Thailand, they should bring the price down. But what's that mean? I mean, if they were bringing it back to the US, would they really discount the price for just 1 year, knowing that they're going to have to raise the price the next year when they start production in the US again? So that kind of indicates to me that the plan is to keep making the Rev Max models in Thailand. And the Rev Max models I hear are doing better than some of the other models overseas, fits those markets and those countries better. So maybe that makes sense. I'm still not thrilled with the idea of bikes being imported into the US from Thailand for Harley-Davidson, but I can't say that I don't understand why they're doing it. Do you realize 30% of the units that Harley-Davidson ships are for foreign markets? 30% of their business. Now, they may not be the big touring bikes, they may not be 30% of their revenue, but of their units shipped. Hey guys, I want to thank today's sponsor of the video, Beyond Riders. They've been sponsoring the channel once a month for a video, and I really appreciate that. This fall, I've been wearing this armored Kevlar lined riding hoodie from them, and it's been great. I really like it. Even got the eyeglass pocket in here for cleaning my glasses. Got thumb holes. It's been really good, but the temperatures are getting below freezing, so it's time to change it up, and I'll probably be switching back to my soft shell, which is more waterproof, windproof than something like this hoodie. This has been great for fall and spring type weather, but when it gets really cold, I'm gonna have to change it up and go back to the soft shell. If you guys are interested in Kevlar lined armored riding gear, check out my link in the description down below to save yourselves $10 on your next purchase from Beyond Riders. Suspension upgrades. So there were rumors floating around the last few months on YouTube that there were going to be suspension upgrades in 2025 for Harley-Davidson. The word I heard was not from the factory. So I got a 2024 Street Glide, and when you look on Harley-Davidson's website under parts and accessories for suspension products, there are none. None at all. Now, I mean, that's kind of odd. I would think Harley-Davidson wants to have something in the catalog to sell us to upgrade our suspension, not have to go completely aftermarket with a different brand. And guess what happened last month? So Öhlins, who makes the products that are rebranded as Screaming Eagle, their Öhlins suspension, announced a new inverted front fork for the new Harley-Davidson Touring lineup and a new designed rear shock for the Harley-Davidson Touring models. Now, that's going to be available from Öhlins like mid-December. So I expect that's what we're going to see in the parts and accessories catalog is Screaming Eagle branded Öhlins suspension for the new models. And I think that's what the suspension rumors are about. I don't think we're going to get any serious suspension upgrades, at least not on the Touring models for sure. And it's going to be a parts and accessories product that they're bringing out, something that's not available now that they're going to be able to offer their customers who want to buy from Harley-Davidson. Now, I expect that inverted front fork is only going to be available for the CVO models. That's not going to be something you're going to be able to adapt to the regular Touring models, at least not without a lot of work. I'm assuming different triple trees, things like that. It's not marked as being for anything but the CVO models for the inverted front fork. Now, if you guys didn't know, also affecting Öhlins, they were acquired by Brembo, the brake company. So Brembo now owns Öhlins. Harley-Davidson's already had a relationship with Brembo. They've been making brakes for Harley-Davidson for a long time. So I don't think that's going to impact anything from Harley-Davidson's perspective other than, they're just going to keep working with the same vendors. They may just be, under one name now instead of two. Now, since I made that video a couple weeks ago, I've had a lot of people ask me if I thought Harley-Davidson would bring back a special model or an ST model. And I don't think they will. I don't think it makes sense for them. They just got rid of these models. Why would they bring them back a year later? There's not that much difference between the Street Glide and the Street Glide Special as far as features or functionality in these new versions. I mean, the only thing I can think of that's really missing is a paint matched or gloss black interfering, that kind of stuff. But before you had different displays and all that, I can't see them making a different model with a different infotainment center on it. I just don't think that's going to happen, at least not at this point. And I don't know what they would do in an ST. Give you what, a 121? That would encroach on the CVO model. So they're not going to do that. So I don't see an ST model, maybe you could give it better suspension if you did these new suspension upgrades on it from the factory, but the word I heard is not from the factory, so I don't think that's it. I just don't think there's going to be an ST or a special model next year. I think the Street Glide and the Road Glide are going to stay exactly the way they've been. Now, everybody's been asking, when are the new Harley-Davidsons going to be launched? Last year, I think it was January 24th, and the year before that, January 18th. So I'm sticking with the last half of January, probably that third week sometime in there. That's my best guess. I've said that before, but people keep asking. As soon as I know something, I will let you guys know. And, we'll talk about what's going to be maybe coming out or if we've heard anything new then. Probably be my last rumors video until we get that launch date. Hope you guys like this video. And as always, y'all stay safe, keep on riding, and we'll see you in the next one.